Lawyers, what were your "this guy isn't winning" cases? There is a reason that I have to explain to people, employers and others, why I keep every email I ever send or receive and why I will not just phone up somewhere to resolve something. I want it in a mail. I want it in writing. The number of times I've dug back into my emails, my record is about 10 years prior, and pulled out an ace is unbelievable. At one workplace, I got some IT kit quoted. They failed to supply it all as specified. It turned into a big argument, and I was a fairly new employee at the time. It was a lot of money and a lot of missing kit. The supplier was adamant that they'd supplied as quoted, and that we'd need to pay far more if we wanted what we were asking for. It literally got to the point where, new to the job, I'm in a meeting with the director of finance of my company, also my direct boss, on one side, and the CEO and finance officers of the supplier involved on the other side. We're about to be threatened with court action for failing to pay, and we're about to claim they failed to deliver. It's going to be real messy, and this is the final meeting before we hand it over to lawyers. They present reams of evidence, emails, invoices, quotes, etc. They argue, the director of finance gets really pissed with me that it's had to go this far, and after quite a while of back and forth and a lot of tension in the room, attention turns from both sides to me particularly. And I say, we placed an order for this kit as we specified, for which we were specifically quoted X pounds, which we then agreed to, and which your company accepted, but then did not deliver as specified. The supplier almost laughs at me. Can you prove that? Yes, here is the email chain in question, each with the full headers detailing the time it was sent, received, who to, and who by, with the unique exchange email ID generated by your email servers, where it clearly states the specification that was agreed, a quote with the price for that specification, literally detailed in the quote too, my acceptance of it, and your agent's confirmation of such, with an expected delivery date. Somehow it had got to that stage with them having no record of that email chain, half a dozen emails from their own employee. Only earlier quotes and specifications which were later corrected and not ordered until they were correct. They delivered the earlier, incorrect specification kit, which was missing huge chunks of very expensive and necessary hardware, and they were trying to claim that we hadn't ordered them. Additionally, the final price on the quote, shared purchase order, etc., was changed from the earlier specifications, but only slightly. So it wasn't a copy-paste error, and it was a significantly brilliant deal for the hardware finally quoted for, or I wouldn't have used them. Someone their end obviously fucked up, and rather than just say that, and we'd have probably just paid the difference at that point, they argued it and their employee had obviously realized, lied, and tried to cover up the evidence.